I found a message on my husband's phone that was meant for me. I wasn't snooping, I swear I was. My husband had left his phone on the kitchen counter. While he jumped in the shower, it buzzed once, then again and again. Normally I wouldn't even look. We've been married for 7 years, and trust has never really been an issue between us. But something about the third buzz made me glance over. The screen lit up, and that's when I saw it. A text preview that simply said, "Last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you." My stomach dropped. At first, I honestly thought it was meant for me. Maybe he was planning some cheesy surprise and accidentally texted himself or something weird like that. But then the rest of the message popped up. "Next time, let's not rush. I miss you already." My heart started pounding so loudly I could hear it in my ears. I stared at the phone like it was some kind of bomb about to explode. For a solid minute, I stood there frozen, telling myself there had to be a logical explanation. Maybe it was spam. Maybe it was a wrong number. Maybe someone meant to text someone else. But then the name appeared above the message. Not a contact name, just a heart emoji and nothing else. That's when my hands started shaking. My husband and I share everything, or at least I thought we did. We talk about work bills, weekend plans, family drama, everything. So why would someone be texting him like that, and why were they saved as just a heart? The shower was still running upstairs. I had maybe 2 minutes before he came back down. I told myself not to open the phone, but curiosity and dread are a powerful combination. The phone wasn't locked. When I opened the messages, my stomach flipped. The conversation went back months, not weeks. Months at first, it looked innocent enough. Random check-ins, memes, work complaints, but then the tone started changing. Messages like, "I wish you were here instead. I can't stop smiling after today. You make everything easier." And then photos. Nothing explicit. Definitely not something you'd send a married man. My chest felt tight like the air had been sucked out of the room. 7 years of marriage, a house together, 2 dogs, a life I thought was stable. And suddenly it felt like I'd been living in a movie where the plot twist hits halfway through. But the worst part, the message from last night. Because last night he told me he was working late. I scrolled further and there it was. A message from him: "I hated lying tonight, but I had to see you." That line hit me harder than anything else. Not the flirting, not the secrecy, not even the photos. The lying. Because last night I made dinner and waited for him. And when he texted saying he'd be home late, I wrapped his plate in foil and put it in the fridge. Like an idiot. I quickly locked the phone and set it back exactly where it was. My hands were trembling so badly I almost dropped it right then. The shower upstairs turned off. I had maybe 10 seconds to act normal. I grabbed my coffee mug and pretended to scroll on my laptop like nothing had happened. A minute later, he walked into the kitchen. Same messy hair, same sleepy voice, same casual smile he's had every morning for 7 years. He poured himself coffee and said, "Morning. Did you sleep okay?" And in that moment, I realized something terrifying. I didn't know this person at all. I nodded and said yes, but inside my head, everything was spinning. Questions, anger, confusion, and one thought that kept repeating over and over. How long had this been going on? Because the messages only showed the last few months. But relationships like that don't usually start overnight. The entire day I couldn't focus on anything. Work emails blurred together. My mind kept replaying that message. Last night was amazing. Around lunch, I checked our shared bank account, and that's when things got even worse. There were restaurant charges I didn't recognize, a hotel charge from 3 weeks ago, and a flower shop purchase that definitely wasn't for me. It felt like pieces of a puzzle suddenly snapping together. But here's the part that really messed with my head that evening. He came home with takeout, my favorite place. He kissed me on the forehead and said, "Thought you deserved a break tonight?" And I just sat there staring at him, smiling, eating dinner, acting like everything was normal. Meanwhile, I knew something that would probably destroy our entire marriage. I still haven't confronted him. Part of me wants to explode and demand answers. Another part of me wants to gather more proof first. And a small part of me, the stupid, hopeful part, keeps wondering if there's somehow a misunderstanding. But deep down, I already know the truth. And honestly, I don't know what to do next. What would you do in my situation? Would you confront him immediately? Or wait and gather more evidence first? I feel like my entire life just shifted overnight, and I'd really like to hear what other people think. Because right now, my head is a mess.